if we listen to these people on the left and supposed right that tell us to stay out of this and stay out of that, if we listened to them, we would have never fought the British and the revolution. Because you think of all the people that are pacifists, all the huge population of people that didn't want to take part in it, didn't really care one way or the other. They were comfortable. They didn't want to be like bothered with it. And sometimes when you need to lead, you tell those people, okay, you don't want to be involved, shut the fuck up, move out of the way, let us fucking handle this.
Yeah.
All right? Let the big boys handle this.
Yeah.
So we're back from the New Year's break.
Yeah.
Hope you had a good one. How was yours?
It was good. I was kind of low key.
Yeah.
My son and I we kind of hung around, watched movies, which is good. I didn't need to be outside.
Same.
I didn't need to be out drinking. I didn't even do any of that stuff.
Same.
Christmas was good too. How about you?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, New Year's, just stayed home with my wife and my son. And,
nothing better.
It was nice. And, funny thing happened. I don't know if you saw, but on ESPN, they were showing it on ESPN. I guess they were doing coverage of an NFL game, and they cut away for a second to simulcast in the dropping of the ball in New York City. And I forget which network they went to, but and the ESPN guys on screen, explaining what they're doing, and hold on a second, it's almost midnight, let's watch the ball drop. And as he's analyzing a football game and interviewing, I think, a football player, and then as they flash to the screen of the network carrying the dropping of the ball in New York City, they show a woman and man making out. Oh yeah, everybody's kissing, and another woman. Then they flash over to two men just going at it.
Kiss.
And did you hear about this, Thomas?
They do that every year.
Oh, they do?
They did it last year.
Do they? Oh God! And the announcer was just stunned, and I don't know how he played it off, but
so whatever.
That's where we are now.
Whatever network was filming that, they were out looking
shock
for
treatment.
Yeah, they had to find
because
two guys doing
and it's
that.
shock treatment. Why? Because it will never be accepted. It will never be normal. Not ever. Tonight I want to talk about.
One more thing about New Year's Eve I want to tell you.
Yeah.
I've been to Times Square for New Year's Eve back probably in like the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to say it's different since 9/11, but
oh yeah,
before that it was amazing. Very surreal.
The real New Yorkers aren't there anymore.
No.
Right. So but
anyway,
did you know that New Year's was actually celebrated for centuries, December 25th and March 25th, until Julius Caesar came along, and made it January 1st, and then they adopted that calendar, and
that's the Roman calendar that we.
The Roman calendar, yeah. And
then
Janus was the Janus. Was a Roman god of new beginnings. And actually, when you look at the image, it's a face facing one way and a face facing the other to show like you're looking to the past, looking forward in the future. And but then changes were made to Caesar's calendar by Pope Gregory III. And then they have the Gregorian calendar, which we use now.
Yeah.
But July will always be named after Julius Caesar.
Okay.
Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Are you serious? You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, and they did it in honor of his death, when he died.
Yeah.
And he was born in July. So, because they used to call it, before they named it after him, they used to call it the 5th month. That's all it was called. So it became July, and of course he was killed by a traitor, Brutus.
Yeah.
And we'll get to traitors in a minute, but I wanted to talk about tonight. I wanted to talk about the Venezuelan invasion and the capture of Maduro. I want to talk about treason compared to stolen valor. There's a lot of that. I want to talk about enlisting the Hell's Angels in our fight for freedom, and defeating the enemy. I want to talk a little bit about the Christian foundation of our country, and why swearing on a Quran as a politician is a fucking sin. right?
Absolutely.
It's sin against our founding fathers too.
Yeah.
And I want to talk about someone that I want to recognize as Patriot of the Week. Somebody we've talked about some of the founding fathers nobody really speaks of.
Yeah.
I want to spotlight them, and also have, of course, some good Vino, a cocktail, and some Italian food.
That's awesome.
Does that sound good?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I was watching the footage of that Venezuela raid to get Maduro.
Uh-huh.
What do you think about all that? I was very surprised, and I was kind of happy about how well it was executed.
Well, I mean, it was executed really well.
Yeah,
I mean,
amazingly.
No one saw it coming,
No.
right? I mean, there were hints of it, like bombing boats and everything else. But look, Venezuela is, first of all, they're exposing the traitor within,
Yes.
which are the Dems, right? You have,
You're talking about the Democratic Party here?
The Democratic Party here who would jump into their defense, right?
Oh, yeah, because it's whatever Trump does.
They're always on the side of the enemy, right? Yeah. And then you have others even on our side that talk about America first, that we shouldn't be over there. But the problem with that is when you have an enemy that is taking action to harm your country, like Venezuela has, and trafficking hard narcotics into our country, ripping families apart, right? Yeah. Destroying lives. I think it's important for us to take the fight to them.
I agree.
And he targeted Maduro. I agree with that because he's the head of the snake, right? But the problem is now, as you see with all the chaos going on over there, it's chaos everywhere. You can't just take the head, you have to take the body, you have to take everything. So I think so far it looks to me that the plan as executed, the initial plan was executed very well, but I feel like they didn't think it through all the way.
She got more.
Sort of like what happened in Libya, and Iraq, and other places like that. So
they should have got more of his inner circle.
Yeah,
they all should have been gone.
Yeah, because now there's a vacuum, and you're seeing all these thugs that are filling it. So, you have all these new tiny tyrants in training over there that are trying to fill this vacuum, and when they do, they're probably going to try to go even harder.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to know like what is the plan now? Like what is Trump going to do next? But I think what people have to understand is that when you're the big guy on the block, when you're the big guy in the neighborhood, and you carry a big stick like we do in America, it comes to lead. It comes with a lot of responsibility.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is when you want that moral high ground, unfortunately, you are now tasked with keeping peace and keeping everybody in check.
Yeah.
Policing the world. Can you imagine if the United States went down, the mayhem that would go on around the world?
It would be.
China doesn't move. North Korea doesn't make a move. Russia doesn't really make a move because they know we're all watching. Yeah. Right? The United States is watching, and we have the strength to destroy them all.
Yeah.
And I feel like we've been slapped around long enough. We're like that big guy that gets slapped by the little guy, and we just take it because we're the big guy. But at some point, man, you got to swing back and knock him out.
Especially during the Biden years, man, he was so feckless, and he emboldened all these dictators around the world. So Trump, I agree with what he's doing. He's just trying to let them know that we are the big dog and we're the big whatever.
Dog. Yeah,
that's why he bombed that that Iranian nuclear site.
Yeah,
he's taken out. The first term there was a couple dictators that he took out in different places.
Yeah, and the leftists are more concerned with whether we broke a law or not, arresting Maduro and going there bombing, than they are about the best interests of our country.
They weren't worried about breaking the law when Obama and when Biden were doing this stuff.
Exactly.
So it's only when Trump's doing it. So,
Exactly. I mean, if we listen to these people on the left and supposed right that tell us to stay out of this and stay out of that, if we listen to them, we would have never fought the British
That's
and
true.
the Revolution. Because you think of all the people that are pacifists, all the huge population of people that didn't want to take part in it, didn't really care one way or the other. They were comfortable. They didn't want to be like bothered with it. And sometimes when you need to lead, you tell those people, okay, you don't want to be involved, shut the fuck up, move out of the way, let us fucking handle this.
Yeah.
All right? Let the big boys handle this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like that's what he did. He didn't listen to anybody. He did what he had to do. He felt he needed to do it, and he did it, and he pulled it off without a hitch, and it showed how amazing our special forces are.
Yeah.
Especially people don't talk about Navy SEALs and stuff. We don't talk enough about Delta Force. That's who pulled it off.
That's the one. Yeah.
Delta Force. So you got Navy SEALs that pull from just the average guy who wants to be a SEAL, right? Like, I want to be a SEAL. I want to see if I have what it takes. Hardly anybody makes it. I mean, it's rare, right?
Yeah.
Percentages are small. But then you have Delta Force that only selects from the best of the best of the special forces.
Yeah.
So they go, you're in the special forces, you may not be good enough to be one of us.
Yeah.
So that's who did it, which I think is incredible.
Yeah. I like the way that Trump goes all in. You know, he fights to win all the way, not part way, which was, I think, what during the Biden administration they weren't really into. You know,
but how fast is he going to hang this guy? Like how are we going to drag this out for fucking 5 years?
You know what bothers me though is why did they? He's not a U.S. citizen. Why is he getting all the privileges of a U.S. citizen? Why isn't he not a Gitmo getting interrogated by
people
a military
have been asking
court?
me that. That's exactly right.
So
these are the situations where I feel when Trump falls short. It's like, come on, man, you almost got it right each time, and you fall short a little bit. If you're going to go hard, go hard every step of the way and increase it.
Who in that administration is telling him to do it this way?
Maybe it's him. Maybe he's the one pushing back. I mean, I would think with Stephen Miller and his cabinet advising, he wouldn't.
The only thing he was indicted by that federal. What was it? He was indicted in New York City, though, is the only thing. So maybe there's some legal issues there about how the indictment came down or something.
But going back
Southern
to the
District of New York, I think is what bringing the charges against him. And he may have inherited some of that from previous administrations. I don't know.
They should have just took him out. Why are they wasting their time with all this?
Well,
but then you think,
shot the guy.
yeah. But then you think about the Dems that are trying to side with him and side with their cause and
get him bail. I heard that today. That he's
cashless bail.
Probably.
I thought about
yeah.
I thought about Churchill and Churchill even. I remember when I read stories about how when his delegation would go and meet with the negotiators on the Nazi side, when Hitler would make them a deal, when his guys would come back, when one of his guys or any of his guys would try to persuade Churchill to take the deal, like, it's a pretty good deal, you should really consider it, he would say, arrest them. Arrest them right fucking now. Like, we're not wasting any time. This guy's a traitor.
Yeah.
Right? You can't fucking trust him.
Yeah.
And that's what needs to happen now, I think.
Yeah.
There's too many fucking traitors running around in the administration and outside the administration.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about this. Now that we have, and I posted about this too, now that we have proof of concept of what happened in Venezuela, right? Proof of concept, go in.
Yeah.
Trump says, we're going to arrest this guy, and they do, and we're going to run the country. We haven't seen that yet, right? How now are we not doing the same thing here? Like, what he needs to do right now, proof of concept there, is he needs to go in and take out Madabi, whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah.
If I pronounce it wrong, I don't care. They need to take out, they need to take control of New York City and run it.
Yeah.
They need to take control of California and run it. Arrest its leaders. They need to take control of Portland, Chicago, Seattle, and run these cities.
Yeah.
And And if you have to, do like Lincoln did, suspend habeas corpus, because if you find that anyone in this country during a time of invasion or rebellion is committing treason or sympathizing with the enemy, you can arrest them without charges and hold them. What the fuck are we waiting for?
I don't know.
So
Lincoln had to do it. Remember, he was worried that if he didn't win, if the North didn't win, and he did whatever he had to do, suspended habeas corpus, because if he didn't win, we wouldn't have a country.
That's right, and it's in the Constitution. So we have every right to do it, use it. I know Stephen Miller. I talk about him a lot. He's Trump's enforcer. He's talked about it.
Yeah.
He supports it 100%, and I think he's right, and we should do it. And I was also looking at the Maduro. I don't know if you heard the story after they arrested him and left a vacuum there for others to fill. They now have these Maduro motorcycle gangs. You hear about them?
No.
So they're running around on their bikes. I mean, these guys are thuggish. I mean,
this is in Venezuela?
Just look at them, yeah. They're running around, and they're not running around, they're riding around. And they're going into homes, and they're checking people to see if any of them support or sympathize with Trump and MAGA.
Yeah.
And if they do, they're fucked. Ooh. So I thought about it. They kind of remind me of the Sons of Liberty during the Revolutionary War. They were the same kind of, they were like a patriot, like a patriot mafia, right? They would go around and do the same thing, give you a beating. They would tar and feather you. They would mock you, taunt you, throw you down a mine shaft. I mean, your life was hell. If they caught you being a loyalist and sympathizing with the enemy, you were fucked. Yeah. So I was thinking, I like the idea. I still like that idea, and that concept is being proven again in Venezuela by the Venezuelans. They probably read about the Sons of Liberty and got that idea. But why don't we now do the same thing on our side, enlist the help of the Hell's Angels and turn them loose? Because most of the Hell's Angels, I don't know if you know, a lot of those guys are ex-military. They know how to handle weapons. They're badasses, and they have it's like a small army of their own. Why not use them?
So what you're suggesting, since Trump, the courts ruled against him calling in the National Guard for these cities,
use the Hell's Angels.
Bring the Hell's Angels in.
Bring the Hell's Angels.
I like that idea.
Anybody else thought of that idea?
I don't know.
I don't think anybody's thought about that idea.
I think it would work better.
Yeah.
Because Trump's backup plan is to bring the military in, because. And I'm gonna wait.
But again, a lot of these Hell's Angels are ex-military. They're trained.
Yeah.
So and a lot of them support him.
Yeah.
So they can do the job.
I'm all over that. That's awesome.
I'm behind 100%. Good. You want to drink?
You guys getting some drinks tonight?
I want to try the House Red.
House Red. Okay.
Wine, please.
Perfect.
I'll have I'll go classic style. I'll do a Manhattan.
Manhattan.
And then you want to order some food?
I want to get the chicken parm with pink sauce.
Chicken parm with pink sauce.
Yeah,
sounds good.
Are you eating? You're okay.
I'm good. I'm just gonna watch him eat. Yep.
All right, we'll get the Manhattan going.
I'm here to feed him.
That's right.
Perfect.
So,
cool thing about the Manhattan, the area code is 212, and that's exactly how you build the drink. So it's going to be 2 ounces of the rye here, 1 ounce of the sweet vermouth, and then 2 ounces of the Angostura bitters. So it's a pretty easy drink to remember.
I like that.
I always like watching them make these drinks. He's a professional.
There's nothing like the classic cocktails.
Yeah.
Especially if you make them right. And when you go to a bar and you ask for one of the old school cocktails, from those drinks you can tell if the bartender knows what he's doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And our guys, especially Mitch, he does it right. Because his heart's into it. His heart is all in. And he loves doing it.
Yeah.
And you could tell, when you drink it, just the smell of it, the taste of it, you just know.
And you were going to do the House Red? Is that
yes,
right?
please.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's going to be similar to a Merlot, just a little bit more bold. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. Got a little cherry on here for you.
He's going to complain about it.
Huh? I never complain. I'm happy to be getting one.
Luxardo cherries. Those are the high-end cherries. They have a nice syrup to them too.
Yeah.
Add extra flavor. And at the end of your drink, when you eat it, it's just perfect ending to the cocktail.
That's awesome. He uses the big ice cubes last longer too.
Oh yeah,
All right, got a house.
Oh, yeah,
coming
they'll last.
your way.
they'll last all night. Typically, they'll pour a Manhattan in a coupe, right? Right, Mitch?
Yeah, yeah. Normally a coupe with no ice, but I know Tony likes the big cubes.
Yeah, I like everything in a bucket glass.
Yeah.
Big cube.
There we are.
Thank you.
Got the house red for you here, Doug.
Oh, beautiful. Thanks.
And we got a chicken parm with pink sauce on the way.
Can I get a
Regular
shot of that?
side salad is good.
What
Just
is
the
that?
Salad?
regular house salad is okay
Yes,
for you.
that'd be awesome. Yes,
Okay,
please.
You got it.
Cool. Cheers, Doug.
All right. Cheers, brother.
All right, man.
Mm. Oh, that's really good.
Eat your greens.
So good.
It's gonna keep you young.
I love the red onion too.
Olive oil, a little bit of Parmesan.
Yeah.
Some beautiful cucumbers, the romaine lettuce, the mixed greens, and the olive oil and vinegar that we make our own Italian vinaigrette dressing here.
Yeah.
And
Do people know that cucumber?
a little garlic salt. Oh my gosh.
Very healthy.
I would hope so. Yeah. I used to, as a kid, I remember my grandfather would take me into his garden. He would say, go find the eggplants, go find the cucumbers. And as a little kid, maybe 5 or 6 years old, 7 years old, just running through there, picking up the leaves, pulling it up, see if I could find one, you know. It was like, it's like Easter egg hunt, Italian style, finding eggplants.
Yeah.
All right, Doug, how's that salad?
I'm done with it.
Yep.
There we go. Thank you, sir.
Got the chicken parm with the pink
Oh,
sauce for you.
beautiful.
Oh, man.
Would you want some Parmesan cheese there?
Sure.
Yeah. Get some for you.
Look at that.
Big piece of chicken.
It's beautiful.
So pink sauce is a mixture of our homemade red sauce with our homemade Alfredo sauce.
Yeah.
That's what makes the pink sauce.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's really different and unique and a ton of flavor.
How many people order the pink sauce? Is it?
I think almost everybody.
Almost
orders some
everybody.
Chicken parm, yeah.
And it just caught on here.
Yeah,
Good right there, Doug.
that's good.
Yeah. All right, enjoy.
See, you added more cheese to your cheese. Perfect.
Yeah. You can never have enough cheese. Cheese. Parmesan cheese is really good for you.
All right, enjoy that, man.
So good.
So Mitch is going home for the night.
That's awesome. This is so good. Hey, I wanted to mention to you. Did you see that? Did you see the video of that ICE agent that had to shoot that woman because he was attacking her?
I saw it actually late today, and I mean it's hard to watch. You know, I mean you see the person pretty much get killed, and then the car like, you know, they're trying to get away, and then you see the car then roll to a stop, smash into the car. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
So I watched it. I watched it from as many angles as I could, and I mean, for me, are you asking me what I think?
Mm.
So for me, I think it's hard to judge unless you're the officer, right?
Yeah.
But
Well, those guys have to make a split-second
yeah,
decision.
I understand that. I think for one, for me, it would always be, you know, violence would be the last resort, right?
Yeah.
Unless it's Newsom driving the car. If Gavin Newsom is driving the car towards me, it'd be different.
That'd be the
but-
first thing.
yeah, it'd be the first option. But for one, when it's a woman in the car, I think the threat level diminishes a lot, especially as a man. You're like, it's a woman. What is she going to do? You know. So I think there's that. I think as a man, I would always be less inclined to shoot at a woman, right? Seeing her less as a threat, but I think that again, it's hard to judge what he was thinking and what he was feeling and the fear that he felt at that point. But if you watch it, it didn't look like she was aiming the truck or SUV, whatever it was, towards him. It looked like she was kind of
just trying to
veering
get out of
away,
there.
right? Is that what you thought?
I thought so too.
Yeah, I don't think.
But you know, she was not complying at all.
I understand, but you know, we don't. You know, human beings don't comply. You know, since we were kids. You know what I mean? So you know, it's like the answer is not shooting everybody, right?
Yeah.
So again, unless you know, but So it's a hard one, man. But I felt bad. I feel bad about it.
How about that saying? If you comply, you won't die.
Well, that's the thing. All she had to do is just not be stupid,
Yeah.
and just when a police officer gives you an order, even if you don't like it, like just accept it and then deal with it after. Like it's not worth losing your life over. These guys,
Yeah.
especially now, with these police officers that are, in the old days and not that long ago, you had to be college educated.
Yeah.
You had to be experienced. You had to have a squeaky clean background. You had to pass tests that would only qualify the highest achievers, and now they're pretty much recruiting anybody. And
Yeah.
you got gang bangers who are cops. Now you have a lot of people too that before they become cops have been, bullied their whole lives.
Yeah.
Then they get this shot to put a badge on and carry a gun, and next thing you know, they're on a power trip. I've known guys like that became cops.
Yeah.
I knew the guys that were the last guy getting picked, to play a sport, or was picked on or whatever. So it's a vendetta for a lot of these guys, and they have itchy trigger fingers, and
Yeah.
so I think you have to consider that too. So it's better just say, you know what, I'm just gonna deal with this right now and make my case afterwards, because now she's dead. She doesn't have a chance to do any of that. And I feel sorry for him too, because now, I mean, if he has any humanity inside of him, then he has to deal with it too now, right? That's got to be hard.
Yeah. Now I think the woman that got killed was a paid activist. Maybe it doesn't matter, but
Yeah, I mean, look,
those
how I feel
ICE
about
agents have been getting tormented in those cities from the
Absolutely.
beginning.
Absolutely,
So how
but if you're
much
gonna,
can they take?
I understand that, but again, it's a woman. I just go back to that,
Did
They've had
you see a picture of her?
No, you.
No, I didn't. I'm wondering if she was.
Oh, you mean a real woman? Yeah, that's possible. But you think about how many gangbangers, Antifa, and thugs that they've come across that have attacked them, thrown rocks at their cars, even shot at them. And I haven't heard of them shooting back at them. So again, I'm not going to judge until I find out more. But I think there's always an option at the very last second to try to avoid it if you can.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean,
they should have just.
there she is. He's showing us a picture now. Is that a woman? Thomas is showing us.
We'll put a picture.
Yeah,
She's
I don't
she's
know.
a lesbian, actually.
She's lesbian.
well.
Yeah, well.
Right.
From Missouri.
There
Oh
you
yeah,
have it.
oh yeah. She had supposed wife,
Three
right? Which
kids.
doesn't make any sense because that doesn't exist. You can't be a woman and have a wife. Period.
No.
Can't be a man and have a husband. Period.
And
That's
two
just how
women
it works.
they shouldn't have kids.
That's just how it works. Yeah, that's just how it works.
They confuse kids. Kids need a mother and a father, I think. But that's the way it goes.
That's for another sit down. How was it?
Oh man, there's nothing better. Chicken parm, pink sauce, it's the best.
You're making me hungry, man.
It's the best. I think it's really one of the best things you have on the menu.
Chicken Parmesan is the top seller here.
Yeah.
And it's not something I eat often, but when I see it, I want it every time. I mean, especially with the pink sauce, like I said.
Yeah, it's really good.
But yeah, that was a good choice. I like how you bounce around the menu and order different things.
Yeah.
You're not stuck on one. A lot of people that come in here, they find something they like, and they're so hooked on it. That's where they stay.
I like trying different things.
Yeah.
So
I was looking at the pictures, and I posted about this too, about the Madami guy taking the oath on a Quran, and for me, it's a slap in the face to our Christian God's divine intervention in creating this great country.
Yeah. It's kind of blasphemy. This is a Christian country.
That's right. He's spitting in the face of the founding fathers too.
I think so.
If you think about it, the Declaration of Independence when it was signed, it was a 50. How many signed it?
58 or so.
50, yeah.
52 or 58.
Yeah, in the
something in that
50s.
neighborhood.
Not one of them were non-Christians.
That's right.
Not one. And if those people, if they had meant for those great founding documents to protect outsiders, they would have had some of those people involved in creating it.
Yeah.
But they didn't. right?
Yeah.
They didn't.
And there were Muslims in that period of time here in the United States. Not a lot.
There were
but
Muslims.
there's-
Actually, people don't know this, but 5% of the population in 1776 was Muslim.
Yeah.
But the majority of them were slaves from African countries.
Oh,
I don't know if you know that.
I didn't know that.
So, you know, I don't see how we're allowing somebody to take an oath to hold office in this great country based on how it was founded on the Quran.
It's a slap in the face.
Yeah. So,
For sure.
and not only that, then you had 55 delegates that were present during the signing of the Constitution.
Yeah.
And again, all Christians, not
yeah.
one non-Christian, not one.
Yeah.
And the founding fathers believed in a Christian God who intervened in like human affairs. That's how they drafted those two documents, right? I don't know. It's, you know, for me, the principles in the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution were based on principles that were found in the Bible.
Yeah.
I mean, all of it.
Yeah.
So how people stand by and accept this makes me fucking sick. And I think that, like I said, Trump needs to suspend habeas corpus, go in, and take over New York City tomorrow.
Yeah.
Not wait another day. He's got a woman now. Madame does a woman running the Department of Housing, I think, and she literally has said they have found posts and interviews that she's done where she has admitted that she wants to seize property from white Americans.
Yes.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And turn them into the collective or whatever, shared.
Yep.
No private property rights anymore.
I saw, yeah, and I was reading something really interesting to prove that this is a Christian country, and Benjamin Franklin, one of our best and most
Brilliant.
famous of all, he wanted the Continental Congress to begin their sessions asking for the favor of God every single time, and he said, quote, "I have lived, sir, a long time, and the longer I live, the more convincing proofs I see of this truth, that God governs in the affairs of men. And if a sparrow cannot fall to the ground without his notice, it is probable that an empire can rise without his aid. No, we have been assured, sir, in the sacred writings, that except the Lord built, they labor in vain that built it." So he's basically admitting everything that we already know. And
people should know too that Benjamin Franklin was one of the oldest people of the time.
By far.
Yeah.
So many of these guys were in their early 20s, mid-20s.
Jefferson, when he wrote the Declaration of Independence, was in the early 30s. So
let's just think about that.
Brilliant.
Think
person.
about some of the people that you know. Do you know anybody in their 30s?
Yeah, my kids are in their 30s.
So your kids in your 30s. Can you imagine them being founding fathers of a nation? Think of a nation, the greatest nation of all.
No, yeah, I don't. It's hard, not in this day and age.
Yeah, but that puts it in perspective, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, so I don't want to spend too much time on the Muslim stuff that's going on. There's a lot of it in Minnesota and Dearborn, Michigan. We talked about it last time. But I do want to address it next time. But it's a topic that needs to be talked about all the time among Americans, because we are losing our country fast, our culture, traditions, our language, our borders, everything. And that right now looks like it's the biggest threat.
It is.
And as far as the Venezuelans go, what's really fucking pissing me off, what I don't understand is, so
excuse me.
So you see them, I don't know if you saw, they show these news reports of Venezuelans celebrating, right? They're so fucking happy, right?
That Maduro's gone.
Yeah. And
in Venezuela, and then the people that are here too.
Yeah, he's fucking gone. Okay, so if you're so happy that he's gone and that the country's great again back there, then now is your fucking chance to go the fuck back. Right? Go the fuck back. And why are you here celebrating when you know we did the fucking work? And you, if you wanted to save your country, you should have stayed there and fought for it.
Yeah.
Right? And why are you waving Venezuelan flags when we're the ones who saved your asses?
Yeah.
Wave American fucking flags.
Exactly.
Fucking pisses me off. And, you know, so when you think about how they fled because Maduro took power, it's the same thing here. You have people leaving California every day, fleeing like refugees. I always say we're not refugees. When you love something, you stay and fight. Americans are not refugees.
This is the 6th year in a row that California is losing population.
And they come in here and they tell us about it, and they want us to give them a toast on the way out, and all I do is give them shit because it's like, what are you fucking running away?
Yeah, why aren't you staying?
You should stay and fight.
Yeah.
You know, so fight for what you love, and so. But it reminds me when I see these people from Venezuela that are here and ran away, and now they're excited that he's gone. It reminds me that that's why when you're here, you need to fight. You need to fight to preserve what you have, and that's why when people weren't paying attention, they were only wrapped up in their own selfish interests. In 2020, they woke up and found themselves locked down.
Yeah.
I mean, you were locked. People are forgetting they were locked down.
I know.
Think about that. They're forgetting so easily. You were locked down. You were fucking told that you cannot leave your house.
Yeah.
You were told you cannot see your family when they were sick in the hospital. You were told, you were fucking told you couldn't open your business. You were told you couldn't go, couldn't go to a fucking bar or a restaurant. You were told that you couldn't run your business. You were told, I mean, you had to get a vaccine. You were told you had to wear a fucking mask or else.
I listened.
People act like it never happened.
Well, over the Christmas holiday, I listened to a lot of talk radio, and they were playing rebroadcasts. A lot of it was just a week or two old.
Yeah.
But Larry Elder had one from 2020.
Had what?
A rebroadcast of his show from 2020.
Yeah.
And it just you could see clearly and reminded me of all the lockdowns because that's what they were talking about back in that day. So.
Well, how many of these Venezuelans that are now celebrating what Trump did, how many of them now are going to vote for Trump? None. Because it's in their fucking DNA. These people are going to celebrate, but when it comes time to fucking vote, they're going to vote. They're going to vote a tiny tyrant in training again because that's in their fucking DNA. We don't need them fucking here.
Yeah.
And that's why I get pissed when so many people try to tell me over and over again to soften up. We're at war, Tony? We're not at war. What are you talking about?
They're naive. They don't understand.
The elections are going to solve everything.
No.
Really? You mean as we see each state after state turn from red to purple and heading towards blue? People are saying, you're hearing now Texas is like wobbling.
Yeah, it's on the watch list. That's what I've heard.
It's wobbling. And so I asked them, what are you willing to do to save your fucking country? I posted a clip of this once. There's a scene in the movie The Untouchables. You remember The Untouchables? Yeah. The Untouchables, the version that was filmed, I think, in the late 80s with Sean Connery.
Yeah.
And the guy who did Yellowstone, Kevin Costner.
Yeah. And
Sean Connery plays the older statesman. He plays the old beat cop. Yeah. Remember? But he's like a badass, big, burly, old school badass. Doesn't fuck around. Kevin Costner is the educated, polished Treasury officer, and they're trying to get Al Capone. And finally, the Sean Connery character keeps trying to urge him to fight harder. You're not really going to war. You're still going soft.
Yeah.
So finally, when Kevin Costner comes to him and says, "I need to get him. I think they're sitting in the pew in church." He says, "I need to get him. I need to get him." Sean Connery looks at him and goes, "What are you prepared to do?"
Yeah, I remember
he says, "I'm prepared to do anything." And then what are you prepared to do? Like, what are you fucking prepared to do?
You said you wanted to know how to get Capone. Do you really want to get him? You see what I'm saying? What are you prepared to do?
Everything within the law.
And then what are you prepared to do? If you open the ball on these people, Mr. Nash, you must be prepared to go all the way. Because they won't give up the fight until one of you is dead.
I want to get Capone. I don't know how to get him.
Want to get Capone? Here's how you get him. He pulls a knife, you pull a gun. He sends one of yours to the hospital, you send one of his to the morgue. That's the Chicago way.
Yeah.
And if it's anything short of what the enemy plans is prepared to do to you, you're going to fucking
Yeah,
lose.
lose. Yeah.
And we talk about it all the time. You know, Barry Goldwater. You heard of Barry Goldwater? He ran for president once.
From Arizona.
He's got one of the greatest quotes ever. He once said, "Extremism in defense of liberty is no vice,
Yeah.
and moderation in pursuit of justice is no virtue."
Yeah.
That's all you got to think about every time you're ready. Every time you have the instincts to wage war, think about that quote.
Yeah.
Every time you think about, I need to wage war right now to defend the principles, to defend my beliefs, to defend the country I love, but maybe I'm going too hard, or maybe someone's going to ridicule me or criticize me, or I'll be an outcast. Think about that quote.
Yeah.
That should motivate you.
I remember another quote. I don't know if I'll quote it exactly, but someone asked Barry Goldwater, was it Vietnam era, asked him, you know, if you become president, what's your solution for Vietnam? And he said something like, there wouldn't be enough left of Vietnam to plant rice.
Did he really?
I think it's true.
That's my kind of guy.
I can't guarantee it.
That's
but
that's our kind of guy, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Go all in.
And he lost to who?
So 60s. Well, he ran against. I think Nixon got the nomination over him.
Yeah. So it was cool tonight. We got to see Michael Gates. He came in for dinner. We have an event on Saturday where there's a political, like a PAC, political action organization committee that's going to hold a town hall forum debate style event where they're going to have the top candidates running for governor in California, including Steve Hilton, Chad Bianco, and all these others. And they asked me to be one of the panelists for the event. So we'll be there Saturday at the which church is that again?
I think it's at the
Calvary Chapel in Garden Grove. Garden Grove. I think it starts around 2:30 on Saturday, January 10th. So I think when this episode comes out, we'll probably be there already. But when people see it, hopefully we release it early, or maybe even a little bit earlier, the day before if possible. People will know about it, and they can join us. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait for you to put them through the Roman Inquisition.
Yeah. Remember that? Yeah. Well, hey, look, I made it clear that unless you allow me to be me, I can't do it. Yeah. So they said, absolutely, just be respectful, and I'm always respectful. Yeah. You know?
So Michael Gates is one of the moderators as well, right?
Yeah. He and I are the two men. There's two women, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was telling us about some stuff going. So he's going to make. Wait. So he's going to make. We're not going to say it, but he's going to make a special announcement on January 14th at the pier, down by the pier in Huntington Beach, about his future. And we already know what it is, but he'll tell the public on January 14th. So that's pretty exciting. But yeah, I mean, he was telling us that there's a lot of, or we were asking him because we had heard, and he kind of confirmed that there's some infighting going on at City Hall within City Council.
He's the one that put that group together. He's the one that allowed them to win, helped them to win their positions. And to me, he's the glue. And then, when he took that position in Washington, D.C., I think the city council kind of fell apart a little bit.
Yeah, so for people who don't know, Michael Gates was a city attorney of Huntington Beach. Yeah. Then he got recruited to work at the Justice Department under Trump as the Assistant Deputy Attorney General.
And then the Civil Rights Division, which is where most of the action is.
Yeah, where he was going to basically go after after the left on issues like voter ID
Yeah.
and things like that. But so he has since left the DOJ and came back. So he's got another move up his sleeve in terms of politics, and we'll know about it. Everybody will know about it on January 14th. But he was telling us about City Hall, and
it's a little chaos over there.
they're not. I mean, they're weak without him. I mean, when he's not around, it's like they can't get anything done.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have the same like strength.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think.
Plus, he said I guess, did he mention it, or we kind of mentioned it, that new city council member, what's his name, Gruel?
Yeah, well,
you got some thoughts on him?
On who?
Gruel, Andrew Gruel.
Oh, Andrew Gruel. So he's the new city councilman that got appointed. He didn't run for anything.
Yeah, there was something shady about that whole thing.
Somebody just put him in. We were talking about Julius Caesar earlier, and he was killed by a traitor. He was killed by his best friend, Brutus.
Yeah.
And, I talk about traitors a lot, and I talk about stolen valor a lot.
There's some stolen valor in that.
And they're almost one and the same in some ways, right?
Mm-hmm.
Stolen valor, what a lot of people don't know is stolen valor is linked to our nation's founding. I don't know if you know this, but when George Washington inaugurated the military, like basically brought them into existence, and brought in the tradition of awarding like military decorations and medals, citations for like bravery, for the bravest, for those who made the greatest sacrifices in battle. He already predicted at that time, and he put in measures that would prevent stolen valor being committed by imposters.
Yeah.
And it is why he said, should any who are not entitled to these honors have the insolence to assume the badges of them, they shall be severely punished.
Yeah. And what was his punishment at that time?
Well, he would start by like basically chastising them.
Yeah.
Like making fun of them, because these people, when they do it, they're doing it for two reasons. They're doing it to either grift, to make money, to elevate their profile and make money from it, or gain political power.
Yeah.
That's it. And I have seen the same during the lockdowns, and we've seen it.
Yeah.
The lockdowns were the last great battle that was fought internally, and we weren't soldiers, but as I always said, because the enemy targeted businesses in the lockdowns, it was our obligation to act as the soldiers in this fight to defeat the enemy within. And we had the veterans that came here and said the war with the enemy within is always the most important battle of all. There's no worse enemy than enemy in your own country. And these people do so by revising history in their favor, by claiming to be fighters and so-called patriots who fought the lockdowns, trying to like brand themselves as such, and again, they're doing it for monetary gain, or they're doing it for political gain. They're doing it to raise their profile so they can run in the circles they know that they can grift from, right? So
it is a big grift too.
Yeah, but they only cause damage to the effort when fighting to save our country, because then what they're doing is when people really when people are paying attention to these guys, it kind of lowers the standard for fighting that is needed, and we only need the highest standard possible. You need to fight. The only way you're going to be guaranteed that you're going to have victory against this enemy is have the highest standard of fighting to follow.
Exactly.
And you follow that and nothing else. The things that we have established here.
Yeah.
So you asked me again about who?
Andrew Gruel.
Andrew
the appointed
Gruel.
city council.
Andrew Gruel.
person.
Yeah. So you know me. I have the receipts on everybody.
Yes.
When I sense that there is a grift, or when I sense that somebody's not being authentic, I have my ways of finding out everything.
Yeah.
and I have a lot of them on my list, on the hit list, right? And I'm sure he's a nice guy. I'm sure he's a decent guy.
I think he's
But
likable enough. I mean, he seems good. I've seen him.
I don't know.
He's on Greg Goodfellow Live. I've seen him on there two
But
or
that's
three
great.
times.
But what's of my concern is what's good for this country.
Yeah.
And what's of my concern is he misleading Americans? Is he committing the act of stolen valor? And he is, because he runs around trying to brand himself as somebody who battled Newsom or went to war with Newsom, who stood up for the lockdowns. No. This guy emboldened the enemy during the lockdowns. This guy was complicit more than anyone during the lockdowns. This guy enabled the lockdowns. He enabled and emboldened Newsom to do the things he did.
Yes.
He empowered the actions he took of weakness, and by complying, being complicit, made it harder on people like us, who had to then fight harder against the enemy, who then tried to come down harder on us.
Exactly.
Okay, because guys like him were just going along and going above and beyond. So this guy, first of all, complied all the way throughout.
Yeah.
He didn't make a statement until 10 months after the lockdown started, and his statement only was that he was upset that his business was hurting because he couldn't even open outdoor dining. So what he fought for was only outdoor dining. He said, I need to at least open for outdoor dining. Meanwhile, us, as you know here, we took our stand day one, banned masks, right? Banned masks, banned everything. We banned all the mandates, every mandate that was there. We did the opposite.
Exactly.
We didn't do social. We didn't comply with fucking anything. This place looked then just like it does now. It was vintage America all the way throughout. This guy did takeout only. This guy closed his dining rooms. No in dining allowed. He closed. He roped them off. He installed plexiglass, hand sanitizer stations throughout the entryways and the ordering areas. So think about that. All employees had to wear masks and gloves. He had staff opening doors for guests to avoid his so-called touch points.
Yeah.
Okay. He took employees' temperatures. He separated employees in sections of the restaurants, like in the kitchen, for example, there was one cook, that was it. And in another section, there was one dishwasher, one bartender, one server, so they didn't touch each other. So he limited contact.
Yeah.
Okay. He was giving away gloves and masks to customers who entered the restaurant who didn't have them. Washable, antimicrobial masks, like the highest end masks. Yeah. And I'm going to read and listen. There's video of him admitting to all of this. There's interviews where he admits to all of this.
So have you, apart from not letting people eat in your restaurants, are there different precautionary procedures or other procedures that you've taken to try to keep everybody safe?
Yeah, so we've got obviously, hand sanitizer stations peppered throughout the entryway and the order area. We've obviously closed off the dining rooms. All the employees are utilizing face masks, gloves. We've got somebody basically opening the door for guests too, so we're trying to remove as many touch points as possible. We're taking employee temperatures. We've created a work environment too now where our labor model is such that the team members really aren't even interacting too much with each other. So we've got one person in the kitchen, and they're able to execute line service. We've got somebody coming in to prep, so they're not overlapping shifts, and then the front of the house remains pretty much in the front of the house.
Well, that's smart. And I like the idea of holding open the door for people, because nobody wants to touch your door and you don't want them touching it. So
I know.
That's great.
Just a few of his quotes in the media and when doing interviews. We shut down indoor dining, no problem, is what he said. Yeah. I got a warehouse full of plexiglass right now. We went outdoors. That's getting shut down. Now that's getting shut down. I just put thousands of dollars into outdoor heaters. So he was trying to make it easy for the enemy to show them, look, I'm investing in complying.
Yeah.
Right? He he struggled to stay open. The online website said he bent over backwards trying to keep his customers safe at his own expense. At every single junction, he said, from the beginning until today, we have listened to all the advice from our government officials only to be shut down over and over and over again, and then not compensated for the elements we put in place for our businesses to protect our customers. Hopefully this is forever. Oh, and then when they ask him, what do you think about, how do you feel about what's happened since the lockdowns are over? Instead of saying, we are not going to fucking live that way ever again, he said instead, instead of saying we need to reverse engineer that happened, all of it, right? We need to make America look like it did prior to that time. Instead, he's still going along. He said, hopefully this has forever removed business hugs, handshakes, standing too close to people, being lazy about washing our hands, being frivolous with our money. This is causing a real reevaluation, a readjustment of priorities for many people and businesses. So here he was saying that not only did I comply throughout, above and beyond, but now I'm going to change the way I live, and I hope everybody else does too.
Yeah.
So he may present himself on these shows as a conservative, but a real conservative would never say those things.
No,
a real
that's
patriot
true.
would never say those
That's
things.
so true.
Anyway, so you can hear him in his own words. I have the links. You can even see on his Instagram, he's got posts of himself wearing a mask. He has posts going all the way through middle of 2021 and beyond, where his employees are still wearing fucking masks in his restaurants. The photos are there, the proof's there. So anyway, I'm not here to bash him. Look, he can easily. I'll be fine with him if he's the kind of person that admits to these things. Says, look, I made mistakes. I was wrong, and then we would make him pledge to never do it again.
Yeah.
But to run around and be fraudulent about it, and not tell people the real history, it's all out there. People just need to care enough to look.
But he needs to learn the standard of fighting. He's like anyway. I mean, that's the biggest thing that we need to educate everybody on.
Yeah.
And especially these politicians, we're gonna, people don't know, but we're gonna have a chance to interact with some of them in the next week or so.
Well, again, I know people even on our side curse me behind my back and say I'm too much of a hard ass. It causes problems. But I don't give a fuck.
But what you're doing is the right thing.
Because if I can just change the minds of a few people, and they're influenced by the things I say, and they hold somebody else accountable in the same way, it's going to have a ripple effect, and it's going to have an impact, the impact that we need. And in a lot of ways, people who do what he's doing and what he's done, it's treasonous, because you're betraying people who trust you. Yeah. Looking at you like you're somebody that they should follow when you're somebody that they shouldn't follow.
Yeah, and you embolden the enemy when you do it.
That's exactly what he did. He made our battles harder when he was doing that for 10 fucking months, the hardest 10 months.
Yeah,
right. Think about 10 fucking months. He bent over fucking backwards. He admitted it. So fuck him. Okay.
And what were we doing
if
here?
If he wants to come here and say, look, man, you're fucking right, I'm going to give a speech about it, admit who I was, admit that I was complicit throughout, admit that I didn't fight hard enough, admit that I was a bitch and a pussy about it, then I'll forgive him. And, maybe we can even be fucking friends and I can help him out.
Yeah.
But grow some balls, man. Yeah. Seriously. And so I kind of want to end it with this. We talk about some of the Patriots in 1776 that you don't hear about.
Those
Everybody
are
talks.
real men.
We all talk about Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, and George Washington, the best of them all, and who to me is the greatest hero of all. But all those guys, right?
Yeah.
But this next guy who is from your home state, I chose him again because I talked about traitors tonight, and this guy was betrayed too. And I'm talking about Nathan Hale. You know who Nathan Hale was?
Yeah.
So Nathan Hale was a Yale graduate. He joined the Connecticut militia and rose to first lieutenant in just a matter of months. He was very, very smart.
So people have to know Yale University is in New Haven, Connecticut.
New Haven, Connecticut.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ivy League.
Ivy League school.
Yeah. So when George Washington was putting together a, the spy ranks, he wanted to recruit spies, and he wanted them to volunteer.
Yeah.
And he knew he wouldn't find many of them because it was very, very dangerous.
Yeah.
If
they got caught, they'd
be hanged. Yeah.
Immediately.
So he wanted them. He needed them because he needed them to go behind enemy lines, and he wanted Nathan Hale, or actually Nathan Hale's idea was, since he was educated as a teacher, that's what he planned to do with his life. He disguised himself as a teacher, going behind enemy in a British-controlled city looking for work.
Yeah.
And his loyalist cousin turned him in.
Oh no.
His own cousin, and the British considered spies illegal combatants.
Yeah.
Of war, right? So
yeah, because they weren't uniformed soldiers; they were,
So they hanged him.
Yeah.
So, but his last words, his last words. His last words were so powerful. And you tell me, if you would ever hear a patriot today say these words before they were hanged.
I don't know.
And you think about, like we just talked about, this guy who engages in stolen valor, like he couldn't even say, "Fuck you, we're not going to do the fucking lockdowns. We're not going to go along." Yeah. And wait till you hear what this guy said. He couldn't do those things. And this guy that we just talked about with his restaurant, his fish place, he had financial backing. He had financial wherewithal.
Yeah.
He had the resources. He had those fucking things to fight. He had everything in his favor. Apparently, he was also a media guy on the Food Network, I think. So he had leverage. We had none of that shit.
Yeah.
And we still fought our asses off. He had all of it and did nothing. But this guy, this great patriot, said, "I only regret that I have but one life to lose for my country."
Yeah.
Think about that.
Words.
Being hanged once wasn't enough for him.
Yeah.
He would do it again.
Yeah.
And his age, guess how old he was?
I think he was in his 30s.
21.
Oh, he's 21.
21 years old doing that.
Yeah.
Fuck, I wish I could know him.
Yeah. That's a good story.
It's a great fucking story.
See, there's a couple good patriots came out of Connecticut.
You're the other.
Yeah.
Well,
you know who else?
You're the other one.
Who's the other traitor from Connecticut? Who's
Benedict Arnold?
Huh? Benedict Arnold was from Connecticut too.
Well, we got to talk about him more. So anyway, before we go, I want to share with everybody that's watching and tuning in another nice cigar.
Yeah.
This is called Alec Bradley Prensado, Churchill-style cigar, 2011. This cigar has won some of the highest honors. So the wrapper is from Honduras, the binder is Nicaraguan, and the filler is Honduras and Nicaraguan. The burn is good, the draw is excellent, the strength is medium to full, the finish is really good. It's got citrus notes, cedar spices, pepper notes. It smells amazing even before you light it.
Yeah.
So there it is.
That's beautiful.
Yep. Great with a good whiskey or brandy or bourbon.
Yeah.
Anyway, so enjoy hanging out.
Don't forget, we're trying to, like after 9 when the restaurant closes, come by and smoke a cigar on the patio.
Yeah. Yeah, we have the patio open at night on the weekends. It's always open, but on the weekends, a lot of the guys show up.
Yeah.
After around 8 or 9 o'clock, it starts quieting down a little bit. We'll go out and we'll sit on the patio and drink and smoke and
talk.
Just talk. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right.
Thanks for coming in tonight.
I wouldn't miss it.
I know you were busy. You're a busy guy today.
Yeah, it was a crazy day today, but I wouldn't miss it for anything. Plus, I had a really good meal. I had that chicken parm with the pink sauce.
Good, man.
You got to try it.
I had a nice cocktail.
Yeah.
I'm going to go home, see my wife and my son.
Awesome.
Maximus, I'll see you soon. To everybody else, don't forget, you're Americans fight like it.
Yeah.
And see you next time.
Awesome.
All right.
All right, brother.
You're gonna close up.
Yes, I'll take care of closing up for you.
Thanks, man.
Let's go.